Salutations and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am your warrior host, Klay-Kremling. I'm finally back from the hiatus so I can review more damn games. And today, we're looking at something very special. Now, seeing as the Spongebob's Obstacle Odyssey episode got attention the fastest, I thought why not buy off of that success and review another Spongebob game. Now, I certainly have more Spongebob games to review, no question about it, but I thought, why not review my favorite? And this game in question being Spongebob, Atlantis Squarepantis Squareoff. There are plenty of Spongebob games out there, but you'd have to be living under a rock to not know of the Spongebob Atlantis Squarepantis games. They were on about every system, and I have to say, I don't blame them. There were plenty of ideas in that episode that could be expanded upon into a video game. Now I know that people say it's one of the worst Spongebob episodes ever made, blah 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 blah, but I actually think this episode is way better than people give it credit for. I mean, amidst the times where Spongebob episodes were certainly their most meh, Atlantis Squarepantis was a fun, creative episode, and I loved it as a kid. I liked the cool alien dudes, I sang the songs over and over again. Okay, well, I'm kind of getting off track here, but you see where I'm going with this. Now, the games that I played based off of this episode was Squareoff on the PC, and later I would play Atlantis Squarepantis on the Nintendo DS. I like this game for its retro-style graphics and its cool music and... What more do I have to tell you? Let's just play the damn game. Lorenzo? Well, that won't do. My name's Klay-Kremling. Now, before we begin the game, I just want to say, oh my god, this loading screen. It's not long or anything, there's no loading in this game. Heck, you can tell it's a stupid fucking picture from the sons of bitches who were so proud of their screenshot-taking abilities that they left their watermark on it. But look at it! We got SpongeBob and Patrick going apeshit with cards in their hands. And look at the bottom. Mr. Krabs and Sandy look like they're high, and it looks like someone just copy and pasted the Lord Royal Highness all over the place. That doesn't make any sense, there's only one of him, they should have used the guards. So our story is that Plankton has taken over Atlantis, and is now trying to conquer the rest of the world. We have to complete 8 islands before taking on Plankton himself. So our story begins with SpongeBob and Patrick saying their farewells to Mr. Krabs. Now prepare yourself because lots and lots of talking will go down in these speech boxes. There is a long journey ahead, and Mr. Krabs, being the generous human being we all know and love, gives you a treasure chest. It's pretty generous, huh, Mr. Krabs? Maybe he thinks he's in the hospital again. God damn it, I know the whole world's in danger, just let me play the game. Now you have 4 different kinds of cards. Cards to move, cards to attack, cards to defend yourself, and cards that can only be used once. Okay, let's kill this jellyfish right here. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Alright, bring it on. Get your ass back here! I'm gonna get him. Yeah. And that, ladies and gentlemen, pretty much sums up the battles in this game. Now, I'm not saying they're all piss easy. I mean, later in the game, they get pretty sadistic. But the virtual card game gimmick works surprisingly well. Now, let's beat this. Now, if you ever get any new cards from bad guys that you've brutally mugged that seem useful, because believe me, there are a lot of garbage cards out there, it would be wise to open up the treasure chest. Here you can swap cards for others and track your progress. There's more you can do here, but, we'll get to that later. Wait a minute. Squidward's here, isn't he? We have to visit Squidward. Hold on. Oh my god!
Squidward, look how funny you look!
Now, if you're wondering why there are victory spaces next to Squidward, it's because you can unlock new belts and... underwear in this game to keep cards in. These vary in size. Some hold more cards, some give you more health, and some give you more star power. I don't know, whatever makes you do things. Alright, we're at the boss. This was one of my favorite parts of the game when I was a kid. The bosses. I mean, it's mainly the same as fighting a regular enemy, but stronger, but the bosses that they pick in this game are pretty cool. The first boss is just this bully wearing beach trunks. But as you progress, you go on to fight classic Spongebob villains, such as the Dirty Bubble and the Flying Dutchman, just to name a couple. This may seem like a strange topic to cover, but so many bad guys from the Spongebob series show up in this game. Some of them you may have heard before, like Flats the Flounder and the Sea Bear. But I'm talking about the really obscure references, like the Plankton robot from the episode Enemy-in-Law, the tattoo guy that punches Squidward in Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 4, the Atlantean guard that blows the horn in Atlantis Squarepantis, the electric eel that walked out of the bathroom in the episode Rock Bottom. Seriously, the list goes on and on. But then there are characters that seem like they were drawn up in 5 minutes. Like, who's this guy? Just some random ass doing the crane position from Karate Kid? And who the heck is this? An angry yellow Patrick wearing a tie? Eesh, some of these characters are just really strange. I can still remember myself playing through the game and saying, "Hey, I know that guy. He's from this episode." Okay, I guess we've exhausted that topic. Where are we? Huh, we're at the end of Atlantis Park. Okay, let's see what we're up against. It's Plankton! And the Lord Royal Highness himself! So as if the stakes weren't raised enough, Plankton has the Lord Royal Highness under some sort of spell mind control thingy. This is quiet. Too quiet. I wonder why he isn't saying anything. Because he's under my command. You'll never break him free of my mind control device. Plankton, unhand the king right this instant. No, I like having a pet, and nobody's gonna take him away from me. Isn't that right, Kingy?
20 minutes later.
King Smash Ma, Rye. I love this guy. Come on, Kingy, show them the meaning of the word pain. Over, insolent worm, my rule has just begun. It won't be long before I've conquered every inch under the seas as well. Soon, even you'll be one of my pawns. This is no time for games. Right now, I'm going to stop you once and for all. Yeah, as you could tell, this is kind of where the game suffers. The cutscenes, or lack thereof. It may not seem that bad at first, but let me tell you, these speech bubbles are so awkward to read. I don't know how to explain it. It just doesn't work. It just makes you wish you could actually hear the characters talking to each other. Now, obviously, being a Flash game, having speech in the game wouldn't sound perfect, but I don't care. At least it'd be better than this. Alright, where were we? We were at Lord Royal Highness and Plankton. Alright, let's fight the Lord Royal Highness himself. Alright, engage a bit, defend, here we go. Okay, I guess I'll start us off. I'll show this guy how to fight. Here it comes. Damn it, he's not dead. I must defend. Pillow shield. Better than nothing. Here it comes. Are you joking? He has a staff and he's gonna give me the back of his hand? Pfft, what a joke. You wanna see another joke? Look at me! I am the Lord Royal Highness. I prefer to slap people instead of using my staff. Like this. Ugh, forget it. Let's just end this. Bottoms up. Yes! What do we got? Wait a minute. Reef Blaster? That's not right. It should be called a reef blower. That's messed up. Now usually you'll get more cards from defeating enemies, but if you're ever looking to stock up on some extra fragile cards, you can visit Bubble Buddy's Pten. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Bubble Buddy himself is in this game. He has a bunch of tents that you can visit. Spongebob is always happy to see Bubble Buddy, but Patrick is a bit indifferent about him. And Bubble Buddy is pretty much what you'd expect. It's pretty much just a card shuffle game where you try to get the best card, but most of the time you can't play it because it's too expensive. Another weird thing is that if you visit Bubble Buddy's Pten, you don't even have to go there anymore. All you have to do is open up your treasure chest, and boom, there you go. All of his tents are right there. Well, I guess I've kind of talked about everything there is to talk about. What? Oh god. Ugh, I sound like a balloon. Well, anyway, guess there's nothing left to do but beat the game. Now we're at the Atlantis Palace, so we are getting close to the end of the game. Now let's check out our warm welcome. Oh no. No. Ah, no. Ladies and gentlemen, do you have a very mean sibling? Do you have a boss that you absolutely hate? They are nothing compared to robot crabs. These robot crabs are all over the rest of the game. They have pretty good attacks, they have a lot of health, and they can move very far. If you're faced with more than one of these things, the most logical thing you could do is run away. But for some reason, Spongebob doesn't stay in the middle of the screen. Look, I have 8 spaces I could travel, but I can only go 6 because the end of the screen is in my way. And since the number of cards you can play is limited, that's kind of a problem. Well, at least it didn't stop me from escaping the robot crabs. Don't worry, Gary! I'll save you! Sweet! Now I just gotta save myself. Well, this is easy. The flag is right there.
A few moments later.
You guys can't stop me. I'll beat you all with one hand tied behind my back.
12 seconds later.
Scoot. I'm afraid of Santa Claus, if you catch my drift.
3:28 a.m.
Did you ever hear the story about the Spongebob that had 20% health in the ass-kicking contest?
Eventually.
Okay, I think I can make it from here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ah, fuck it. Alright, here we go. Okay, 5. Oh no. Oh no. I counted wrong. Oh no. Come on. Have mercy on me, please. Oh no. Oh no.
You piece of shit.
Ugh. The sting of defeat. It's real. Well, once you've left the palace, you are reduced to a dank, dark cave. But believe me, I'd much rather be in here than in that sickening palace. And according to this game, this is where sea rhinoceroses come from. So if you've ever wanted to whirlwind kick a sea rhinoceros in the face, you're gonna have to do it in this game. There's also a lot of clams and doodlebobs here. Jesus Christ, these doodlebobs breathe like bunnies. But it's all worth it once you finally gain access to the chum bucket. And here we are, just a few measly levels away from fighting Plankton himself. I really can't wait to fight Plankton. Just look at him. For the whole game, he's like, hey, look at me, I'm Plankton dancing around. You want to punch me in the face? Well, screw you, not yet. Now, there are lots of enemies throughout these last stages. But if you're impatient, like me, as long as you have the right cards, you can probably just run through most of these levels. It's kind of funny if you think about it. That'd be like if you stuck your flag in front of all of your enemy soldiers and just won the war, like that. The battle of the century shall commence. Oh yeah. Futuristic technology, not really. Who cares about this? Just let me fight the battle. Let's kick his ass. Order up, Plankton. Yeah! I did it! I beat Plankton! Again! Now I just have to beat the rest of the stage. Sorry, I'm sorry, guys. I'm in no condition to fight right now. And we go. Yes! And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our journey. It's funny how the most simple of Spongebob Atlantis Squarepantis games has left that much of an impact on me. This was always my favorite Spongebob game, and I think it still may be today. Now there's plenty more Spongebob games I'll review someday, but in the meantime, is this game fun to go back to? Absolutely! If you want to play the game for yourself, you can get it on Big Fish Games. Link is in the description. This is not a sponsored video. And this game will always have a place in the Klay-Kremling horde. And if you're wondering why the game is a deck of cards and a pair of tighty-whities, well, that's because this is the quick start icon on my PC. So, that's what it's gonna look like. Well, there it is. Thank you very much for watching, and thanks for waiting very patiently for the next Klay-Kremling episode. Visit the link in the description to follow me on other platforms and listen to the OST for this game. Believe me, it's good. I recommend it. And for you snobs out there who are going to say, "Oh, Klay-Kremling, the quality that you uploaded the tracks in is abysmal," well, this is how they sounded on my computer, and this is how they sounded years ago. So if you don't like it, go fucking record them yourself. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys very soon. Here's a teaser for the next game I'll be reviewing. This is Klay-Kremling, signing off.